Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face using my favorite products from Milani. You guys know I talk about Milani all the time. It's one of my favorite brands beside Elf that I love. It's affordable, they have great things, I have so much that I really do enjoy and all of that. And plus do a little chit chat, talk about, updates and all of that, and how I'm actually officially going to be start working. When you guys see this on this Saturday, unfortunately I am going to be working on weekends, so now my days I have off are going to be my filming, editing days, which is fine. I'm just happy to finally, working and all that. But why I am putting on makeup, we could talk about that and everything. Guys out a little bit. So yeah. Don't mind the background fan. It's a little muggy, so I have to have the air circulate, so all that. I've already washed and cleaned my face. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a moisturizer, but it's gonna be actually let's do the eyes first. So you guys know my holy grail, hold that thought, let's find some lip product. So you guys know that Milani came out with these lip oils. I have pretty much all the shades, and this is the cherry lime one. I'm just going to put some down my lips just to keep it moisturized and all of that. It doesn't got like a lot of tint, but this is what it looked like. So yeah, and it smells really good. So and giving you like a nice glossy, just like a tiny bit of tint too, not that much. But this is good if you want something that is like long gray, not long gray, but give you like a small little tint. And all that, as you can see, just something like if your lips are dry or anything like that. And so yeah, so for the eyes, I'm going to be using the most recent palette. I was going to use a palette that had like been in my collection, but I wanted to use products that they came out recently and everything, that like some of the newer ish type products. So of course you guys know my Milani Eyeshadow Primer. I love this. You guys know I use all the time. It is one of my holy grail primers that make my makeup, my eyeshadow makeup last for the longest time ever. And literally a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to take most of this off. But yeah, this is one of my best primers of all time. I also like the A-Beach one, but that's a little bit more pricier than this. So if I want something that's drugstore and all of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm just gonna fast forward that because I have no eyebrow products from Milani, but everything I have on my face and use down below will be down below, linked and everything. I'm actually starting to link my makeup that I'm using, so check that out. Plus I will link the website for Milani. And you get Milani in like CVS, Walgreens, Ultra, do a place like that. But I'm going to go ahead and link the website down below. That way, just in case you guys want anything from Milani in the newer version, newer product, older products, whatever. And that way you guys will have that. So, while this is drying, because you do have to let this sand dry, a little bit goes a long way, but I'm going to let this dry. I'm probably going to set it with a powder. So I'm going to probably, see if they have any, because usually I like setting this with different powders. So I'm going to use this palette, which is called the Milani Luster Light. Again, the recent palette came out with, along with their face and eye palette I'm going to be using. And I'm just going to use this shade, let me see, Actually, got a little glee, but it's fine. I'm just going to use a shade called Chill, which is that right there. And wait a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows and everything. I'm just going to use the e.l.f. one. Again, everything on my face will be down below linked. And quickly do this. And I'll fast forward eyeshadow with that color. And I'm just going to do a nice simple look. Take this up to the brow bone. So, yeah. But that's my plan next, is to save up, move out, and finally find a place that me and all of us can be happy and not go where we're living now. I like where we're living, but the people that is owning it and that's running it is not good. So I'm going to go ahead, I'll bring you guys in so you guys can see the eyes a little bit more. I'm just going to take this shade right here, the lightest shade, which is, actually, I'm going to do the Eat Cake, which is that shade right there. We'll put that all over my crease, along with this brush. So, yeah. So at that point, now that I have a job, now that I'm going to be getting paid, now my son can save money, we can actually, you know, divide everything back in half, and I pay some, he pays some, in the process of saving. So yeah, once we actually get a place, because we're going to do fully, we looked at some places yesterday, I mean the day before, but we only looked at one, found one that we really do enjoy and like. But again, there's other places that, you know, we would like to also look at and everything before we make, you know, a final decision and all that. So I'm going to go into the next deep shade, which is Long Rain, and for make our final decision. Because again, you know, we want to go somewhere where I am close, and actually this place is actually on the bus line where I could take the bus to work. And luckily this bus runs not on the weekdays, but also weekends when I work. So in a way it's good, because it'll give me and it's not that far away from the bus line, from the bus stop. It's not that far away from my work. I mean, this is actually where when I had my interview. When you guys see this, it will be the day before when I had my interview. Not interview, my orientation. The lady that I talked to that works there, she actually lives there. And so, yeah, it's like, cool. So I'm at the point where, you know, hey, let's start saving up. By the end of this year, we should have enough money to move, lease enough money, lease by the beginning of next year for all my leases up, and move before, you know, we have to sign a new one. Because if I tell them, oh, I have a job, our lease will be literally over a lot more money than what we're paying. And I'm at the point where, hey, if we're going to be paying that amount of money, might just go ahead and move and get out from Section 8 and actually find a place that is a lot better, that looks a lot better, that works a lot better, that, you know, that we could pay a little bit more than what we are paying now. So, you know, I'm not going to find a place, we're not going to find a place that's like over expensive, anything like that. So, yeah. But this is beautiful. This is like a burgundy red. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go into the next deep shade and do a little deepening on the outer crease. So I'm going to go on next one, which is the Style Icon. This is a beautiful palette for like spring and summer. It has like the oranges, the pink, the purples. I mean, literally, this is something that you could like literally wear and like literally be a staple palette for that, for the summer, because it's really beautiful. It has all those beautiful, beautiful shades. Even got some deep colors for like fall and all that, but this is going to be like a more springy type one. Okay, so I'm going to take my clean blending brush, which you guys know is my favorite one. Again, I don't know what brush this is. The line literally came off, so yeah, that's our next plan, is to, and I know I could do it. I said I was going to get a job for the end of the month. I got a job for the end of the month, so I know if I could do that. I know people who lived here moved out a while back. I'm like, if they can move out, so can we. We could do what needs to be done and all of that. So this is what it looked like. Beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and take the lightest shade, which is this called Speckler. Speckler or something like that. It's like a beautiful like shade. So I'm actually going to, I usually take my finger, but I'm going to try my brush. We will see. Of course, you guys know it doesn't work with my brush, and I'm going to use my Milani Make It Last. You guys know during the summer and all that, this is what I use all the time because of how much it works in so well to keep my makeup on for the longest time ever. Ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. Oof. Yeah. So, yeah. So, now our job, my job and my son's job now is to literally save up. And I just want to save up enough to literally not only pay for the place to get in, but also pay to literally just get out. I mean, I never lived in a place, or not ever lived in a place where I want to get out so badly and much as I want to get out. And my kids are literally the same way. We are just at the point where we need to get out. Things are not working. I'm going to take my fingernail just to probably, yeah, this kind of makes it pop a little bit more. But I'm going to go back in that deepest shade and make sure that we keep the color that we had. But, wow. I really do like this. I think this will be literally my staple summer spring palette. You guys didn't see, I did do my June shop my stash. I will be doing a makeup look with that. So, get prepared for that. That will be coming up. And also, I will link that in the card just in case you guys didn't see what I picked out for June. So, yeah. Okay, that's always will be put up. Okay. I think this is beautiful. I really do like it. And the good thing, there really no fallout whatsoever. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the lighter shade, which is Chilled. I used to, actually before I do that, I'm going to do my face and all that. So, go ahead and move you back. Okay, now I'm going to use one of my favorite mascara. This is my first mascara using it from Milani. I've already tried it out, tested it out, hold it, whole 9 yards. This is the highly rated anti-gravy mascara. Oh my god, I was first scared of this like hourglass bristle, but it gives you length and volume and all that, and I really like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. I don't have no eyeliner or anything like that, and I usually don't do eyeliner. I'm just not really an eyeliner type girl. I mean, I don't know. I always like my eyes to shine. I feel like that eyeliner sometimes takes it away. And I really don't want to come up this like beautiful look. But see what it does, like, yeah. So but this is really good. I do like it, especially if you guys like to have something that is not only the SPF but your moisturizer and a primer all at the same time. I really do like it and all of that. So especially now that summer is out and I'm going to literally be out in the weather now constantly. I'm definitely going to be using this practically almost every day while I'm at work. But give you like a nice little glow too. So now I'm going to be using my, this is the only foundation slash skin tint that I have, is the Glowish Hydrating Skin Tint from Milani in the Fair to Light. This I'm actually going to use a brush because with it being a skin tint, I know if I use a sponge it will make the coverage a lot lighter. So I'm just going to put, I usually put like 1 or 2 drops of this on. It usually works out that way. So, and plus it's matched me a lot. It actually matched me pretty good, except the fact that now that I'm getting out of the sun and actually doing all this stuff, it actually works. So I'm going to put a little bit more. And especially with the, and this gives you like not necessarily full coverage. It's more like a light to medium coverage. It's kind of like one of the things that give you like a natural glow type thing. So yeah, I am going to use a concealer just to, you know, cover up this more. Don't mind the yelling. I tried to film when my son is not yelling, but I have stuff to do the next week. So again, May starting work, I have to get all this done quick. But this is what the skin look like. It's hydrating, but it's not like, to me, not over dewy, because I will put on a powder. But I really do like it. It gives you like a nice little glow within, not over dewy, and make sure it's with me and my oily skin. But I put powder on and spray and all that, which really does help. Okay, so next for concealer, again, I'm just gonna fast forward this. It's just the Age Rewind concealer and light. Again, since we're using drugstore makeup, I decided to use a drugstore concealer just to keep the theme going on. So I'm just going to quickly get this done. Cover what I need covering, especially around that places and all of that. So use the same brush. Okay, so there's the face. So for bronzer, I was going to use this face palette. It does has a beautiful bronzer on it right here and two blushes. The blushes I am going to use, I was thinking about using my Milani Luminous Soap, the classic favorite one. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the bronzer on the blush out of here. And the highlight, and then use the shadow one for like the inner corner. But for bronzer, I'm going to use the old classic Silk bronzer. This is in one. If I need to, I could just use that bronzer just to deepen it up or something like that. So this is in Silk 1. It's a very cool tone type bronzer, but I think it shouldn't work with my skin and all that. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm trying to make sure that I don't take forever. Oh, perfect. I set. Oops. Let me set. So I'm going to use my Fit Me again. This I'm going to be Best Point. Again, it's in a drugstore, but it's a Maybelline Fit Me. Forgot to set first. So we're just going to go over powder, set everything. That way it'll be all good and all of that. And then of course set a little bit underneath my eyes. So we'll crease. I don't want any patchy or anything like that. Okay. Now we can go into bronzer. Okay, now I'm going to be using the Silky bronzer. This is a little bit light for me. But again, if I have to, I'm going to just probably combine this and the other one just to give it more dimension and shape and all that. Because I really do like this bronzer. It's a very good one. Works in all of that. So but I'm just going to take a smidge of the bronzer in the palette, give it a little bit more definition and color. I'll show around my cheekbones and all of that. And you can see, gives like a good little color, bronzed and all of that. Okay, so next for the blush, I'm going to be using this. The lighter blush is kind of like a glowy, pinky type blush, very pigmented, and then you have this one is more like a nudie one. So I'm going to take a very light pen with this because it can be pigmented, and just tap off a whole bunch and just put it where my cheekbones are. Always start from the back and blend this out because you don't want too much in front, and I'll put some on the nose thing because I know people are like literally, you know, doing that. So you see, it's a beautiful, beautiful blush as long as you don't go too far. Again, you can go too far, but as long as you blend it out, then you will be fine. And so it's a nice color and does great with the eyeshadow. And then of course for highlight, we're just going to use this beautiful highlight. Again, very glowy, beautiful. And I'm just going to use my highlight brush, and just highlight right above there, right where my cheekbones are, and then of course down the nose, a little bit across, a little bit on the cupid's bow. Really good. I got hair, but you can see it like melts within type highlighter and all of that. So, and it works really well. This sometimes I like to take my powder brush and just go over everything, so you know, mixes in, won't be too much. All set. Then I'm going to use the shadow one to lighten up in this corner. And it give me a nice little brightening look. And then I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone. Because it does have some shimmer in it, not that much. It's mostly white, but it works. Okay. That right there is my face. So, now I'm going to, of course, use my favorite setting brand, of course, is Milani Make It Last. My Holy Grail for summer, my Holy Grail for everything, especially when I want my makeup last forever and ever and ever and ever. But yeah, this is something that I will not ever get rid of and will not ever stop using. The only one that actually works for me besides the Makeup Milani Last is the Professional by Benefit. That's more like the high-end version of it. It does a great job. The Charlotte Tilbury Bay Air Flawless one does a great job. Those are more like high-end, but when it comes to drugstore, Milani is the best out of all of them. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and wipe off the lip oil and put on the lip products. So, they recently came out with these beautiful lipsticks that are like the cream matte version. And I have several shades. I'm like two other shades, but I figured this would be perfect. This is in Tease. So I'm going to use my lip liner, and unfortunately the only one is Shoop. This is a very beautiful, retractable one, and it's almost the same color except a little bit deeper, but I figure it would be perfect with like the ombre look. And after that, we will be completely done using a full face of Milani. Fills in just a little bit, especially on the edges. Okay, so that is what the lip liner look like. And then we're going to put Tease on top. Probably just going to smudge it together. So again, see, it's a very pink brownie nude, which is very good. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of that lip liner just to define it, if I can. Okay, so, and this is where I always lose my glasses. But this is a full face using Milani and all that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and everything. Again, everything I have on my face will be down below, and the website for Milani will be down there too, and everything will be linked. So just in case you guys are interested in any of these products, these are literally my holy grail when it comes to Milani. I love all them. Beautiful eyeshadow, beautiful lip product. I mean, everything was beautiful and all of that. So hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you next time in my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up and all of that. Don't forget to hit the notification bell down below too. That way you guys know when I upload every weekend of Wednesday, which I still will be doing that, so don't worry about that. I will have time and I will make time, because this is technically my somewhat second job along with my full-time. So yeah, and by the way, my name is Christina, and hope I have a lovely day and night again, and I'll see you later in my next video. Until then, bye.